Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Let's Play Factorio with the Roadworks mod installed. My name is Alex, and you are watching FCOG Gaming. So, basically, in this episode, we have our new smelting operation set up with our myriad of robots coming in and doing all their robot things. One thing that I did notice, I always, whenever I kind of get the chance and I'm not really exactly sure what to do, I'll look at this offline and kind of figure out what's going on in my own little world, so that you guys don't have to, sit through me figuring it out. And one thing I did notice is this train that is bringing copper down. Well, it's not there right now. But the train that's supposed to be bringing copper down is not doing a very good job. And in fact, it is only bringing about half of a wagon down at any given time. So, with that, I'm going to wait for it to get down here. And we are going to go up to the copper site up here. And we are going to fix that problem. Now, I do have this handy-dandy miner blueprint here, which I'm going to be using for this, and I also have my construction robots, so this should be fairly painless. Should just be a destroy what's already there and replace it with something a little bit more efficient. So let's go ahead and well, pick the right stop first off, and then go up there. Alright, so I am going to pause this train. Not really a huge need to do so, but it will keep it from leaving me stranded, basically. I'm going to go ahead and deconstruct all of this stuff, basically. Like so. And hopefully that means that pretty soon a bunch of construction robots are going to come up here. And actually I'm going to slap down a storage container as well. And hopefully those robots will start using this so that they don't have to go back and forth everywhere, which would be nice. And they're not. Oh well. Okay, so we'll just wait for them to do their work here. And our oil is starting to run a little bit low, so I think what I might do after I get this copper all sorted out, I think I might go ahead and work on getting well, power everywhere, first off, and then work on getting some oil smelting going on up here as well. Alright, so I'm going to start on the far side here and go like so. And like so. And we might as well keep it symmetrical like that. And that's not going to work, so let's try something like that. That might work, except that power pole's in the way. So we'll do something like that, and then again, power pole is in the way. Okay. And then something like that. Should be something resembling something that works. Alright, so I am going to have to move these turrets, which should be fine. Just to make sure, I'm going to plop the extra ones down here. And I need a couple splitters as well. So let's go ahead and I'm sure I deconstructed some. So let's go ahead and get those going. And actually, I don't need that to be split, do I? Let's go ahead and do something like that. And then we can go ahead and do something like this. Do I have a red splitter yet? Probably not. That's fine. I think that was one. There they are. Alright, so something like that, and then something like this. Probably not the most efficient setup with the belts in the different speeds and all that, but it should work for right now. Oops. Wasn't watching where I was going. Okay. So, I'm going to go ahead and hop on here, and let's go back to the main base. Actually, I want to modify the time just a hair. We're going to go ahead and just manually grab a couple things here. Keep those out of my requester list. Get that out of my tool belt. Oh, and we actually have part of what I need. So we'll go ahead with that. Oh, they actually have 6 of them. Okay. I think I might just stick with 5 for right now. It should be enough to make sure that that train gets unloaded as fast as possible. And the reason I'm doing that, I don't really need that efficiency right now, but I will if I ever have more legs coming off of that rail system. So that's kind of my reasoning for that. Alright. So let's go ahead and get rid of some of this stuff. Let's go ahead and throw this all in here because I don't really need it. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Alright, and I'm gonna bump up the number of capsules I have on hand. Mostly because, you know, why not? So that's going to give me all that stuff. Let's go ahead and see what we can research now that our supplies are probably caught back up a little bit. We can... What do I have that doesn't require alien tech? Landmines, but landmines are kind of... I don't know. I don't know if they're really worth researching. We could do shotguns. Everything else really requires alien tech. Portable fusion shield is, or portable fusion is a pretty good thing to have. Let's see how my robot production is going. If I can navigate my way around these damn pipes. Okay. 30 more. Beautiful. Take that. Alright, so now that I have some military capability, go ahead and pick that one up as well. Let's go ahead and see if we can't do some damage to this nest that's been bothering us. Right on the other side of this tree line. Alright, so I'm gonna need some destroyer pods. Ooh, and I only have the capability for 9 of them, so let's keep that in mind. And let's get some poison pods out there for those worms. Alright, looking alright. We're looking alright. Something hit me. Get out of here, large fighters. Oh, they're taking my destroyer capsules cells out. That's no bueno. And my health is very low. Very low indeed. Alright, did that take out those worms? I hope so. Yeah, okay. Worms? Any worms? Do we have any worms? No worms, but we were able to clear them out. Yay! Alright, and it's dark and scary, and I don't really want to fight anymore while it's dark and scary. Now that's kind of a waste of those destroyer robots, but oh well. Dark and scary is no fun. Alright. So, go ahead and put those bolts back. Put them back where I want them to be. Okay, there we go. And yada yada yada. Alright, and I am going to have a provider chest holding these capsules, and let's go ahead and put a inserter there. And that will help once we get to the point where we're making different modules and whatnot, which should be relatively soon, hopefully. Now we are running low-ish on advanced circuits, which isn't great, but not completely depleted, so that's a good thing. We are starting to catch back up on iron and copper and all that good stuff. Love seeing that. Okay, what's the story here? Oh, we're running low on ore. We're not getting ore all the way out there. Let's deal with that. I don't think I like that. Oh yeah, that's right. I set this up to mine everything out. It's fine, I guess. Man, I'm gonna need some more iron, and I'm gonna need some more oil relatively quickly. I mean, it's not a necessity like, oh my god, I need it right now, but I am gonna need it pretty quickly. Doo-doo. Do-do-do-do-do. Alright, so what else am I going to need here? To kind of speed things up. Let's go ahead and make purely a advanced circuit factory. So, alright, we have that done. Awesome. Let's go ahead and research all this stuff that doesn't take alien tech. Oh, we need for that plastic, electric circuit, and copper wire. So let's go 30 plastic, 30 circuit, and 50 wire. We're going to have you work as long as this is less than 200. Let's go ahead, oops, let's go ahead and copy you over there. Great. And hopefully that translates to everything keeping up, which it looks like we might be able to keep up with. just with our current setup. Might need some normal electric circuits eventually, but yeah, we should be fine. Alright, so how's our power? Looks like I don't really know what to say about that. Looks like we need more solar power. Or something. We need something. Yeah, we're gonna need more solar power, it looks like. Because... yeah, our accumulators are almost out, which is bad. And they're not even... I mean, it's the end of the day. So they're not charging up at all. Which is definitely less than ideal. Where... let's see here. Where's our boundaries for where we can construct things? If I remember right, I was doing the solar farming down to the south mostly. So I might continue doing that as much as I can. Alright, come on. Getting stuck on trees and stuff. Got some lights. Beautiful. And beautiful. So let's go ahead and deconstruct these trees. Just go ahead and take all of those out. That's fine. And we're going to run out of power any minute here. Yeah, we've already run out of power. So hopefully that doesn't mean our defenses are going to break down anytime soon. Good thing I decided to look at that. Alright, now I really need to set up a way to get rid of that wood as well. Alright, so let's look here. It is getting back up there the more that the day comes along. I'm gonna suspend research for right now until I get this figured out. Alright, so got some solar panels here. Let's go ahead and make 4 more rows. That should be fine. And we're fluctuating wildly as we're taking on more and more biters. That's fine. Oh wow, there's quite a bit of them. Quite a bit of them. Just keep hoping that our walls hold up here, which they should. I mean, I kind of over-defended in a few ways, so it should be alright. Alright, so that should help. Let's see here. We have about 5 megawatts extra of power. or so. And there's a few more solar panels that still need to be placed down. So we should be relatively all right as far as that goes. I think I might pop down a few more shortly. But the accumulators are starting to catch up, so that's good. Do, 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 do. So, let's see here. Yeah, that's definitely helping. So we're at least getting back up to 50% or so of our accumulators, which is great. Probably want a few more solar farms, but I don't really have the... I'm sure my solar factory isn't caught up yet. Stupid pipes. Stupid pipes. Okay. Let's see here. And this is basically the culprit here. Doing the smelting operation this way, not only are you using electric furnaces, but if you look at our consumption, our number one violator is Roboport. And I'm sure the main one that's sucking up all the electricity is this one. Because you are moving quite a bit of stuff around with your robots. And yeah, so it's basically just charging 4 robots all the time, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but you kind of have to keep that in mind when you're, when you're using them. I just want to make sure I got all these with the effectivity modules. Looks like I did, which is great. All right, so how are we doing on power still? We're getting caught up. That's great. So we are starting to dip into our accumulator now instead of charging it back up, but we're almost at full capacity for that, which is good, definitely. Assuming that we have enough power to last us through the night, we should get charged up completely tomorrow, which will be a good thing. So, with that, I'm coming up on 30 minutes on this episode. Not really anything too exciting going on. We did clear out that one biter nest. I think now that I'm starting to get a little bit caught up on military stuff, I might go down and take that one out to the south down here. And I might investigate and see where all these biters are coming from that are hitting the southeast and take them out, because I am going to need to bank alien artifacts here relatively soon. And yeah, we might see what we can do about our upcoming oil and iron ore shortage. Because it's not here yet, but we do need to start thinking about that, because it's starting to look a little bit dire. But yeah, until next episode, thanks for watching. If you've made it this far, go ahead and hit that like button, because you know you liked it. Why else would you be watching? And go ahead and hit subscribe if you want to see more videos like this from me. I am making an effort to kind of do a few more Let's Plays and stuff like that. So be sure to stay tuned as far as that goes. And as always, take care of yourselves out there, and thanks for watching.